Hello everyone, named Jaleesa, JJ Movie TV Game Reviews everybody, and now I want to give you basically my top 10 Arrow characters. Now here's the thing, there's tons of Arrow characters all around their universe, but I'm only sticking to the main characters. Here's the thing, a certain character like The Flash, who has his own TV show, I think we could do his own TV show. I think we could do an own list for his TV show, because even though he was a part of Arrow, he wasn't the main guy, but still. Let's start off with some honorable mentions of people who are not on this list. My number one honorable mention is Malcolm Merlyn. I am not a fan. I was a fan of Malcolm Merlyn in season 1, but when I saw season 3 and his character arc, I was just not a big fan. The overall plot of reason why season 3, like, for Ras al Ghul trying to go after Oliver Queen is because freaking Malcolm Merlyn was too much of a chicken to face Ras al Ghul himself into complete life debt, so he decided to brainwash his daughter to kill Sara Lance and basically to be a total asshole and to get the League of Assassins on our Team Arrow's case. So Malcolm is a fucker. I do not like him. I kind of liked him at the beginning of season 1, but now I'm just like, no, out of the list. And another one, everyone's gonna hate me for this, and some people might praise me for this. It's none other than Laurel Lance. Here's the thing, Laurel as a character. Here's the thing, I do not hate Laurel as a character. I believe there's a lot of bullshit there for people to hate her because of Felicity and Oliver and all that stuff. Here's the reason why I'm not a big fan of Laurel. She did believe she's on a higher pedestal than everyone else. She acts that way. While I could sympathize with her character greatly for losing her sister to being an addict and all that stuff, you could greatly sympathize with her character. But to me, Laurel, all the time, if you see every single episode of Arrow, she acts like she's, like, knows better. When she told Oliver about Malcolm Merlyn, that she wanted Malcolm Merlyn dead for killing Sarah and all this stuff, she questions Oliver for every single little thing, and then in the third season she has a crying spell because Oliver doesn't see her as an equal. Well, she's not a great fighter. She still is not a great fighter in season 4. She's an okay fighter. She's okay to good fighter. Other than that, she's not a great fighter. She bitches about every single little thing. And while I could understand her character, she's just not my favorite. To me, she just believes she's a higher pedestal than everyone else. If it's her way or the highway, and I'm just not a fan of her character for that. But overall, that's off the honorable mention. So this is my top 10 Arrow characters right now. So let's start off with number 10. Number 10 is Tommy Merlyn. Here's the thing. I enjoy Tommy Merlyn as a character. I loved how he was a best friend of Oliver Queen. I really did like him with Laurel in season 1. I really did enjoy the relationship. It was sad to see Tommy go, and I think maybe spoilers, but I'm not sure, but maybe Malcolm Merlyn will resurrect Tommy now that he has that freaking, the ashes of that guy, the immortal Randall Savage, and basically resurrect Tommy. Maybe Tommy will be back, hopefully he will. He's been basically 3 seasons without him. Season 1, he died, and then we got some flashbacks of him. And some hallucination drugs. But overall, I would like to see Tommy back, and let's see if he comes into a darker form and to be an ultimate enemy of the Arrow team. And I really want him to be back, but overall, if this is the end of Tommy, a great friend, a great best friend, what can you say about Tommy? Tommy was awesome character. I loved him. Way more of a fan of Tommy now than Malcolm Merlyn. Number 9 is none other than Roy Harper, or Arsenal. And here's the thing what I like about Roy. He's always trying to do good for the city of Starling City. He's always trying to protect the Glades. He's always trying to help people. He's never one to steal or do crime. Well, he would steal and do crime, but he's never a person that would hurt someone just for the sake of it. He would be a good person if he was not born in his environment. And he is a great person. He's a good person, but he wouldn't have so much anger and hate towards stuff, but that's the environment we're raised in. And I love his character. Love his relationship with Thea. Sad to say he left, but what the hell. But Roy Harper, I just enjoy his character. I think he's great. Granted, when he got on the red suit, I thought it was cool and all, but Roy Harper just to me doesn't have no greater personality other than anger, and he feels guilty for certain stuff. I want to see him more happiness, something more to bring to his character. But overall, Roy Harper, number 9. And number 8 is none other than the Atom, Ray Palmer. What can I say Ray Palmer is? As the Flash TV show says, there's 2 of them, like Felicity and the Atom. Ray Palmer is just like Felicity, except the guy version, and he's awesome, he's funny. I like how he's like, oh, teamwork, high five. He's just the guy you want to have at a cool-ass party. This guy is just awesome. He's not like high-tech Tony. brilliant like Tony Stark, except he doesn't know all he's to do with suits. And he's a different character out on his own. He's funny, he has some character moments, and when he has his dark moments, it's going to be pretty dang interesting. I can't wait to see him on Legends of Tomorrow. He's number 8. And number 7 is a controversial choice. It's none other than Ras al Ghul. Here's the thing. I did not enjoy the end of Season 3 of Ras al Ghul fight scene. I did not enjoy that scene at all. I believe Ras al Ghul going out like that was a stupid scripted act just to rush up the ending. But Ras al Ghul, he's not an evil person. He will do whatever he can for the greater good. He sacrifices a lot for everything. He wants Oliver to become the next Ras al Ghul because he honestly believes that he is doing the right thing, and be part of League of Assassins is for the greater good. He's not an evil person, and he greatly respects Oliver Queen, and in the comics, he respects Batman a lot. But overall, Ras al Ghul, I like him as a character. I thought he was great in Arrow, and to see him killed off when we had him killed on Malcolm or Slade Wilson, he was the first one dead. Fuck that shit. Maybe he gives Res. Like, I don't know. But Ras al Ghul will always remain in the top 10. He's number 7. Number 6 is another person who's going to the DC Legends of Tomorrow's other than Sara Lance. Now, other than the other Lance, Sara is just a character that is straight up a badass. I mean, she entered a badass. Yes, she went through this horrible time in her life, and yes, she was stuck on an island with Oliver Queen in some cases on a freighter. But for Sara Lance, she's always just a person that doesn't want to hurt people, doesn't want to kill, but she's trained by the League of Assassins to be a killer, and it's all about her conflict of killing and not killing. And I really do enjoy her character. I love her relationship with her sister, a relationship with her father. She's just an awesome character, and she brings so much new depth to the Arrow team, in my opinion. She was strong. She's great. Laurel should really take a lot of notes from Sara. In some cases, Laurel will never be any of the fighter that Sara Lance is, but still, Sara Lance is a freaking badass fighter. She'll be with you to the end of any fight, and she'll sacrifice herself for the greater good. Well, she is. Sara Lance is a hero. The original Black Canary, in my opinion. The best Black Canary. Number 5 is none other than Thea Queen. Here's the thing. I always like how Thea and Oliver's relationship was throughout the entire series, but she has grown such into an amazing character. She's grown from the schoolgirl that was taking drugs and drinking too much. She became a person who had wanted to run her own club independently. She's growing up. She's a young person who's growing up right before our eyes. And right now, we're seeing one of the best characters right now of Arrow. Right now, she's going through some stuff, going through the Lazarus Pit, trained by Malcolm Merlyn, knows her brother's secret. To me, she does a better job being in a red suit than Arsenal, than Roy Harper. And I really do enjoy Thea Queen. Thea Queen is a freaking amazing character. I like where her character arc is going. I would like to see what's going to ultimately happen with her and her future. And I just feel like she's an interesting character. And I love her relationship with her brother. So yeah, number 5. Number 4 is none other than John Diggle. I'm not a big fan of his costume in this season, but still, John Diggle is just the ultimate bromance with Oliver Queen. This is his bodyguard. This is his best friend. This is his brother. I love freaking John Diggle. I love him because all the time when Oliver needs freaking help in anything, if someone to lean on the shoulder, it's John Diggle. I mean, Diggle just does all he can to help Oliver Queen, to help the Team Arrow. He does all he can. He sacrifices more and more. And please do not let him die. But overall, yeah, John Diggle, definitely on the top. And number 4 will not then be... Actually, number 3. Number 4 was John Diggle. Number 3 is Narden. Felicity Smoke. And I just had to print out this picture because this just best explains her. She's a person who loves Oliver Queen. She is a person that is high-tech genius, and she makes all this little quirky lines, and she's funny, she's clumsy, she doesn't know how to fight and all that stuff. But when she's on screen, she's amazing. And granted, she has her moments where she's kind of lacking, but overall, she brings so much to Team Arrow with her high-tech genius, her snarky comments, her flirtation with comments with Oliver Queen in season 1 was amazing. I loved Felicity Smoke. Felicity Smoke is definitely number 3 on the list. So yeah, Felicity Smoke, number 3. And my second favorite is none other than Slade Wilson. Here's the name. The actor that plays Slade Wilson, I've seen him from Spartacus, I've seen him some other stuff, and he was in the Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit trilogy, and I love Slade Wilson. Slade Wilson is Deathstroke. I mean, my God, his backstory with Oliver Queen was freaking amazing. He's vicious, his voice is... The actor's voice just brings new hype to this character. I made you a promise, kid. And I just love Slade Wilson. He's a great villain, great character arc. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with his character in Season 4 if he shows up, or even Season 5. Maybe he'll have a redemption arc. Maybe he'll be a mercenary. Who knows? I just do not want this to be the end of Deathstroke's character at all. Hopefully he returns. And my number one favorite Arrow character is none other than Oliver Queen. What's not to love? Trapped on an island for all this time, a playboy, a guy that took everything for granted in life, to be reborn on an island through such harsh times and to rebuild not only the city but to rebuild his own life and to become a better person and to be so much more to what the city needs. And he struggles with his dual identity as Oliver Queen or as Arrow, and overall I just love his character. He's a superhero. He's one of my favorite superheroes. He's on my top 10 list. And yeah, I love Oliver Queen. So yeah, number one is definitely Oliver Queen. Of course, Arrow TV show. But yeah, everyone, that's my top 10 Arrow characters. And right now, and I'm also going to be doing right after this video, it's going to be top 10 Arrow fighters characters. And basically, I'm going to list off all the best fighters of Arrow from worst to best from the Arrow team and so on, including the villains. So yeah, overall, you could check out the video. I'll leave a link down below when I upload that video and when I upload this, so you can go to links 2 by 2 and you could go back to them. Alright, everyone, named Lee, signing off, everyone. Yeah, good day, everybody.